Welcome, 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 everybody. As you're coming in, hit me up on the chat. I'd love to see where you guys are coming in from. I see everybody kind of jumping in here, so I'm super excited to get in here today. My name's Dan, if we haven't met. As you guys are all coming in here, I'd love to see who's in here. So drop your names in the chat. San Francisco, California. What's up, Mark? Hope to see a handful of people from around the country. I know that we've had some crazy weather, so I'm hoping that we get a lot of those. Bridget in the Pocono Mountains, so I'm sure she's covered with snow right now. So I'm hoping to get some of our people that are buried in a snow day on here and learn a little bit about Sierra and how we're using it and how we kind of can all use it together to push our businesses. So give it another minute. We get Fairfax, Virginia. I'd love to see it. So if you're just jumping in, let me know where you're coming in from. Mike from Kansas City, Greg from Michigan. I love it. Super cold and lots of snow. I talked to one of my coaching clients this morning. He's in Minnesota, and he sent me. I think they had about 14 inches of snow, and it was wild. Now I'm in a short sleeve because I'm here in Sarasota, Florida. So it is pretty warm. I mean, I have shorts on, so it is a beautiful day. But I'm so excited to be on here with you guys. We have New Hampshire. It's where I grew up. Great to see that, David. Great to have you on Santa Rosa, California. So give it another 2 seconds on here. But what I'm going to start with is if can everybody hear me all right? Can give me ones in the chat if you guys can hear me. Give me a one in the chat. I want to make sure that you guys can see that. And then give me a shout out if you can see my screen. I'll make sure you guys can see my screen. So this just made it so. Give me 1 second. I just want to see if I can get some comments on here. All right. So I can't see the comments. So if you guys have anything, any questions, we're gonna go over them all at the end of our time here together. So for right now, I will no, never mind. I found the chat, guys. We're all good. We're all good. We are awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, cool, cool, cool. All right, cool. Let me see if I can. 1 second, guys. We have a PDF in here. Let me see if I can drop it. So just give me 1 second, 1 second. We are almost there, friends. We are almost there. All right. Resource right here. So I guess this PDF is not working. So maybe Mallory can upload that to like a file. If everybody's cool, we're gonna take 2 seconds. I'm gonna just upload this real quick. You guys get it? Maybe someone else can do it. I want you guys to have this PDF for you.
Yeah, Dan. I did try to upload it. It would not go in, so
Cool. No, 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 it's all good. So everybody
I'm not sure.
just hang out, grab yourself a coffee, whatever you want to do. I'm dragging this over to Google Drive and we're going to get it all over to you guys because I want to make sure you guys get this. So give me 1 second and we will get it over to you. All right. I think we are pretty much rolling here. Everybody, I have the link. All right. Can someone give me a yes that works in the chat if that works? That was the fastest Google Drive upload in the world right there. So I want to make sure everybody has this. This is our between the showings resource sheet, and what it's going to do is it's going to give you guys a little bit more of a plan when you leave here, so you don't take as much notes, or you can take as much notes as you want. But this will kind of help you guys get through some things and help understand what I'm talking about. So I just want to make sure that works. So if someone wants to download that, and then I'm going to get going here once I hear that we are good to go on that. I dropped the link right here, right below in the chat here, everybody. Lee and Greg. Is it not in the chat?
Hey, Dan,
Is it
share
blocking
it
it?
to everyone.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, you're sharing to host and panelists. Just share to
My
everyone.
bad.
Yeah.
Oh man, wait, this is our first time doing this. Can you tell this is my 900th Zoom? All right, everybody, that should work. I'm just gonna get going because I'm at this point. I'm just wasting time. All right. Everyone can see my screen. All right, we're gonna get going here. So my name's Dan MacKinnon. We're gonna do a micro session every month here on growing your business online and through Sierra. If you have not met me before, I'm down here in Sarasota. I'm a real broker agent and team lead down here. I am also a head coach for Sell It, which is Ryan Serhant's coaching program with Serhant. So I do a lot of different things, and I also run a small media company. Now, my background is in advertising and marketing, so I have a pretty cool background in doing some of the stuff we're going to talk about today before I got into real estate. So it kind of gives me a little bit of a different outlook on things, which I'm excited to get to. So that's why you're here. Your website runs 24/7. And I think that some of us forget about that when we think about having a website, that it is our storefront. So today we're going to talk about how we can make sure people are finding it when you're sleeping, when you're working, anything that's going on. Because at the end of the day, it's the gap that needs to close for you to really start connecting to people. So we're going to take the guesswork out of it today, and we're going to kind of go through on how to start ranking and showing up into your local crowd. So today we're going to go over a couple different things. Here's the game plan. One simple setup checklist and some tools for you. That's going to be on the sheet. And we're going to go over some topic discovery systems. So everyone always asks me, Dan, how do you find out what to write? What do you want to put on your website? How do you know what to put on there? We never know what to write. We're going to go through some of that today too. Then we're going to go through a content framework so you can publish a blog in under 30 minutes. Everyone gets so swamped and they're like, the blogs take forever. I can't get used to them. People hear that we're doing, a blog a day or 3 blogs a week, and they really get overwhelmed by that. And I understand that some of these schedules and are a lot of push, but if you have the capacity to fit 2, 3 in a week, you're going to see a much bigger outcome on your website. So, and then bonus on today's call is I put a custom GPT blog builder out for you. It doesn't build out the full blog, but what it does is it builds out a really nice section and subsections and headings for just a topic you give it, and then you can write it out from there. So as we go through, we're going to go kind of check back in on the sheet that I just uploaded in the chat. So if you haven't grabbed that yet, it is a Google Drive link there. Just grab that, download that. So the first thing we're going to go over is, I know that y'all may be coming on this call really knowing a lot about Sierra. There may be people on this call that have never really done too much with it. They're on the platform. And then we see some people on this call that aren't even on Sierra yet. That's awesome. I'm so glad to have everyone here. Now, let's talk about some of the basics and how Google actually sees things. This is a little quick refresher on how Google actually reads your content, because this is where a lot of posts fall or fail before they even have a chance. So your H1 is your title. You're going to need one of those per post. It needs your location and kind of a main keyword. This is non-negotiable with local blog type work. H2s, that's your major sections, 3 to 5 per post. This is how Google understands the scope of what you're covering. So it's really important to have those H2s on there. Now H3s, these are your headings. They're subsections when you need to go deeper. So look at this example here. Moving to Sarasota 2026 relocation guide. It's a clear H1. Then the H2s break it down into cost of living, best neighborhoods, and schools. So Google will see this and they know exactly what the page is about. So that's the goal. It's not ambiguous. Wow, that's a hard word, guys. All right. Anyways, it's not hard for Google to understand what's actually happening. So you have to look at H1, H2, and H3 tags almost like manila folders inside a green folder. Y'all know those folders that are in the filing cabinet, and I don't really know the name, and I probably should to make this, point. But you got to think of these H1, H2, H3 and your page as organizers for Google to understand what's going on. And there's a hierarchy in this. So you want to make sure you understand this post before you really even kind of take a dive in anything further. Meta tags, what shows in your search? So this is really important to kind of key in on, where this title tag on the left here, this is what shows up in search results. So the title tag should be 50 to 60 characters. It should be your topic plus your brand. You want to keep it really tight. So topic plus your location plus your brand, or whatever it is, or topic plus your brand. So in this one is flood zones in Tampa Bay, local life homes. Meta description is going to be 150 to 160 characters. That's what the user is what they'll want to learn and why it matters. Okay, this is really important as well. Now, here's where your 60-second pre-published checklist kind of comes in. You want to make sure your H1 has a location plus your keyword. You want to make sure your images are compressed and have an alternate text, which we're going to go over and compress in a second. Meta title is under 60 characters. You want one clear call to action. Very clear, guys. We want to have one call to action. And as Google has entered the world of AI and everything that's happening with the algorithm, it's smarter than ever. So you have to understand there's no more tricking or there's no black hat kind of tricks or anything to do anymore. This is just real coming up with good quality information. And then you would want to have at least 2 internal links. So make this automatic for y'all. It takes a minute, and the difference between content that has a chance and then the content that doesn't at all is following a kind of recipe like this. So your tool stack, I'm going to show you these 2 tools today. Just know that I use a ton of tools, and I am so excited to show you all of the tools I use. I really am going to be an open book on this series. I really can't wait to show you guys all the different things we do that we've been ranking for. It's really exciting stuff, but I can't go crazy on y'all. So I want to do 2 at a time, 3 at a time, stuff like that. So today there's these two tools. I think I might have sent 3 on the sheet, but here's the thing: the detailed SEO extension. This is a free Google Chrome extension. I think it's by like an SEO company, but it does really good stuff. So we're going to check that one out, and then check out Lighthouse. It will go over performance and SEO scoring. These 2 are going to help you kind of understand some of the things where your website is now and as you grow. So let's check out the detailed. I don't know how to pause this. So this is on one of our blog pages. You can see I have a link, or you can just search for it, the detailed SEO extension in the Google Chrome. What this does, though, it breaks down the blog post, and you can see this is a video of my screen. But it breaks down the overview, the headings, the links, and the images on the page. So we'll tell you the images without alternate text. It's going to tell you all different kind of things. Let me see if I can start this over. But it's going to tell you right there, like great cheese. There we go. So it's going to tell you your overview and your headings, which are really great to see, because sometimes when you're putting all the work in, you just want to be able to check it out. And you can see even in this one, I had a description that was a little too long. So it was telling me, hey, here's a little red mark, go in there, check that out, and change it. Now, once again, this is a free plugin, so you don't have to pay for it. This is by Ahrefs, and you can go in there and pay them or whatever, but this is just a free plugin to check out your blog posts or your pages on what the overview says, your headings, and your links. Secondarily, this is Lighthouse, which is also a plugin. So if you just look up on Google Chrome store, or whatever it is for the extension store, you can look up Lighthouse. Now, Lighthouse will bring up a screen like this, and you'll punch in your website first, and then you'll hit the little Lighthouse button, which is right here, and it will give you a breakdown of what Google sees. Now, this is really important to break down 2 different things. One of them is going to be speed, which we as users only have a certain amount of kind of control over. Now, Sierra does an extensively good job. I think we have over 700 pages on our website, and they obviously handle performance really well. The other stuff is some of the images we add to that. So on the page that I have, there is a website for squishing images. So it's called like Squishy. I use that for all of my images that we upload onto the site. So what it does is it lowers the amount that it's on there. Now, I'm sure someone from or Sierra can tell us if that really, really helps or not, but I've actually seen a difference in this. So I would check that out on the page we have. So this, if I could start this over. So you can see here, though, this should give you a performance of your page itself. You can scroll down and you can start seeing, you want to make sure to hit the Lighthouse viewer and then run the report. It will go through all of your whole page and tell you exactly what's Google seeing. So it'll tell you the accessibility. It has the best practices on here, whether what you're doing is right or not. And then it will even go down to SEO and what you need to change. So make sure to check this out. This is a really, really, great tool to see. It will even show you like links that are not crawlable for whatever reason. And, for us, we're constantly changing stuff like that. So topic number 2, topic discovery. I never want you to ever ask again, what should I write about? Because there's so much out there for us to really find. So if y'all don't do this yet, one of the biggest things I love doing is go to my Google Alerts. Google Alerts is a free service. If you've never checked it out, it's just by Google suite of things that they have. But you just go ahead and find Google Alerts, go in there and just set up alerts. Now you can do it by daily, weekly, or however you want it to come to your email. But set up this. So, say if you were in Albuquerque, New Mexico, you put Albuquerque real estate, you put Albuquerque new construction, Albuquerque housing market, and Albuquerque homeowners insurance, or the two different neighborhoods in Albuquerque. So, Gunners Row versus Hawk K. Analyzing the whatever it is you could do all these blogs on. So you're going to look into larger neighborhoods, the areas about a homeowner's insurance, housing market, and new construction and just general real estate. Now, when those come over there on your email once a week, you're just going to scan there and say, huh, that's interesting. That's a great topic to talk about. That's a new like I'll find stuff and I'll be like, wow, this new construction got something approved for 500 new homes here in Sarasota. For me, I was able to go to see all that and then go, how can I turn that into something when someone's wondering, hey, what's this new development that's getting developed near this river? I'm going to pop up because I know kind of like what to set it up for. So Google Alerts is really going to help you kind of push things forward and really, really help you with good, strong ideas. Now, my second favorite tool, and it might actually be my first favorite tool, is Answer the Public. Now, this is paid, and I only think it's like $7 a month or $10 a month. I use it all the time. We use it constantly. It's going to scrub Google and a lot of the search platforms for what people are searching for. It's kind of like uses Google Trends and a lot of other kind of like API calls to put a really good analytics together. Now, you're going to send like moving to Albuquerque, and you're going to get all the search queries on Google that have to do with that topic. You'll get side topics that have to do with like moving from California to Albuquerque, and it'll be things that people will actually be searching on Google for you to actually rank for. Now, the coolest part about this is you can sector out what you want to talk about depending on the search amount that's coming in. So you can see like if, Albuquerque, New Mexico real estate is searched 18,000 times per month versus Albuquerque new construction is only 1,800 per month. You can then go make the decision, hey, I have 10 times the amount to go rank for this keyword, but knowing that there's going to be more people trying to rank for it. So you can make the discussion or the decision from there to pick what you want to do. But what this is going to do is it's going to give you questions like this. Why is everyone moving to Sarasota? You can think to yourself, wow, all right, that's a great question that people are Googling. Like maybe I should go Google that myself, see what comes up, see what the answers are. And you'll quickly notice what are the people that are showing up in the results? What are they doing that you're not doing? So you can start doing a little bit of research yourself there. And you can see that things are going to come up like what salary do you need to live in Sarasota? Is Sarasota expensive? When is the best time to move to Sarasota? So right there alone, we have 4 or 5 blog posts right off of like a quick search that we know we can do well. More topic sources. Check out Also Asked. Also Asked is just another it's another thing like Answer the Public. It shows Google Trends and what people are searching, and search queries are really cool. Google Trends is also really cool. If you are in a big city, you'll see in a second how I break down the content we write and the reasoning we do behind it. And Google Trends works if you're in like, say, New York City, Dallas, Los Angeles, because there is a lot more searching there and, things that can be trending or kind of pick up anything that's kind of going viral on Google. Also, people also ask. This is just a free manual method that I love doing. And if you just expand the PAA box and screenshot it. So just Google a question like, what is it like living in Albuquerque, New Mexico? Under that, it will also be a PAA, which is Google's kind of like extra kind of keep you there longer. And what it is people also ask. So it's going to be other questions that people ask. So it's, from that, it's going to be like, what's the cost of a single family home in Albuquerque? And then from there, it's like, is Albuquerque a great place for families? And you can automatically see the questions from Albuquerque, New Mexico real estate to understanding what the people are searching for. So right there, you should already be able to pick your 4 or 5 areas, go find what people also ask about that, and go find 4 or 5. So that's 20 to 25 blogs of information that's probably not on your website that really should be, because it talks about your main area. Y'all with me still? Give me some ones in the chats. We still doing good? Everybody having fun yet? We're on part three. Okay. We're rolling awesome on time. Mallory gave me one, guys. Mallory, really? All right. We got another one. I'm glad that everyone's having fun. All right. So let's jump into the content system. I want you to write with intention, not randomly. Okay. Oh, Sandy Mazarantani's here. Oh, hey, Sandy. I'm so glad you're having fun too. All right, cool. So the three pillar approach here. Every blog you write should fall into this pillar unless you want to change out one. That's totally fine. Okay. So right here is how we kind of do it. Local news and happenings, things that are happening here as it's going on. One of our biggest blogs I've kind of talked about a bunch because it's kind of just funny is Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's is building a new location. We happen to write a blog in a timely fashion, got it out there, and it ranks for number one. If you just search Trader Joe's Sarasota, we come up. So there's things that are local news and happenings that are just going to happen that just help you because people are searching for it, especially locally. You're really, there's something special about finding those local trending stories that people are looking for. The second biggest blog we have actually recently is a new road they're building. A builder donated the land to build the road, but realistically, he's getting a lot of backhand deals and the community is not really happy about it. But here's the crazy part is the road is connected to two large new construction communities. So now when everyone's searching for that, we're gathering information. We're kind of promoting those new communities as well. So you can really kind of serve up information that people are talking about in a better form than a lot of people can with your own organic content, as well as push your actual job. Second thing is neighborhood and areas. So evergreen content. People are always looking. Is this a good place to live? Is it a good place for retirees? Is it a good place for families? What is the parks like? What is there to do? What is there to do when it rains? Like all the things. Like one of the other ones that we've seen a huge increase in ranking is weather. What's the weather like? Sarasota weather 12-month year, guide or something like that. It does amazing. I think we're getting like 80 clicks a week on that right now. And it's just, we don't promote any of these blogs. They're just out there for people. Third one is buyer and seller education. Now, this is super important for your keywords in SEO because you're giving Google a transactional keyword. Now, it's great to be over here in local news and happenings in neighborhoods and areas. It's fantastic, right? I'm giving you guys ideas to talk about, but here's the deal. We don't want to just be about information. We want to talk about transactions. We want to tell Google, hey, we're also the professional with all this because the local news and happenings in the neighborhoods and areas is really good to build up who we are. It gives us a brand relevance. It gives Google, hey, they know what they're talking about. But here's the deal. When you talk about buyer and seller education, you're talking about transacting and transaction-based keywords. And Google will see that and you will get recommended on other things. So you really need to make sure that this is all locked together and kind of moving in the right direction so it all kind of supports itself. All right. The quick execution framework. Okay. This should only take you 25 to 30 minutes for a blog that actually ranks. It's an hour if you really want it to be. But 1 minute, pick your pillar. Which pillar are we going to write about today? 2 minutes. Go grab your topic from the alerts of whatever that pillar kind of fills. 5 minutes, get your structure. I'm going to give you a ChatGPT one that's going to give you your structure much faster than 5 minutes. 15 to 20 minutes, fill it in. Organize the content in your brain, type it out, write it out, however you can get the information out of your brain. We're going to make this pretty simple for you to kind of go through it. Then 5 minutes, we're going to optimize and publish. We're going to add a picture. We're going to make sure all looks good, and we're going to roll. Okay. That's how we get blogs out that actually produce because we're not going to sit on them for a week and 2 weeks and a month. And then we end up looking around going, man, what's going on my website? And you go, wow, yeah, we only posted one blog last month. That's the problem. So Mallory, if you want to drop the ChatGPT link in the chat, I have give it a topic, get a complete blog structure here. So what you're going to get in 60 seconds, it's going to give you an optimized H1 title with a location plus a keyword depending on your content topic, 3 to 5 H2 section based on what people are actually searching, and an FAQ questions for schema markup. Okay. So we're going to go over all schema stuff in a couple of weeks, and everybody has a million questions about that stuff. Also going to go over some title and description stuff, internal linking suggestions, pillar classification, and word count and time estimate. Okay. So let's check it out. I did a screen share on it. If you guys haven't saved that, GPT, make sure to save it to your sidebar. Here's what it looks like. I think I wrote understanding flood insurance or flood zones in Sarasota. So this is what it looks like here. And what this does is it has a custom instruction set that will give you out the blog outline. So it'll give you a custom H1 title, give you the meta title, the meta description, target keyword, secondary keywords, and your pillar. So what this does is it kind of gives you a cheat code into start blogging. There's definitely ways that you can use ChatGPT and Claude to write you blogs, and they actually come out pretty well if you can do it the right way. But this will give you a really clear way to actually follow the prompt and do it all. I mean, you can answer these questions yourself. Do all Sarasota homes require flood insurance? No, they don't. Depends on your area, depends on your location. It's definitely a topic to understand, but usually you can see that on the MLS sheet. See how I did explain that? You could even do audio to writing. You know what I mean? So just go through this and kind of push yourself to answer these questions and write. Now, here's a second one. I even kind of did one because, to be honest, I was making this a little bit earlier and I wanted ice cream. So it said best ice cream on Siesta Key to show you that it's not just about transactional stuff. So right here, best ice cream on Siesta Key. It's going to come out best ice cream shots on Siesta Key, top local spots. Going to give us a meta title, description, target keyword, and our pillar, local news, neighborhoods, and happenings. So it's going to give us everything we need to really break down and understand what's really should be on this blog. So I hope this is helpful to kind of get y'all started and to actually start putting into place real blogs on your page. So your challenge before next month's call, I want you to install the detailed SEO extension. I want you to start looking at your blog pages. Will this recording be available to watch? Everyone that's watching this will be available tomorrow. It will be on some sort of YouTube somewhere on the website. Well, all the downloads will all be there for you guys. You can share it with all your friends. I want you to install the detailed SEO extension. I want you to start looking at your blog pages. I want you to start understanding what are you putting in and what's Google seeing. Because before we can get into like all the fun, crazy stuff, we need to understand how the language is spoken. And so start seeing what Google's seeing so you can understand, okay, I want to feed it something different. Wow, that title or that description is really vague. I wonder if we could get a little bit more strategic with our words. And that's really what it's about. Number 2, I want you to set up 3 Google alerts. I want to set up 3 of them and just see what comes out of that. And then number 3, I want you to use that custom GPT and I want you to try it with all your different topics. Now, print out the results and go, take a pen to paper and just write out your notes or sit there with a keyboard and just type out things. But this will help you get a blog live faster than most things will. Next month, if you're on this call right now and you enjoyed yourself, we're going to take questions in a second. So I'll stop the share screen. But next month, we're going to go over hub and spoke. It's one of my favorite models of content for a website. Hub and spoke is really great. You can figure out how to turn your good ranking blogs into even farther evergreen pages and really push them as lead magnets and places to kind of send your clients to really win. So we're going to go over that next month. I'm really excited about that. So you've got the tools, you've got the systems. Now it's just reps. So that's what I got for today, everybody. Right now, what I'd love to do is take some questions in the chat. I don't know if this is set up for audio questions to come in, but if you have any questions, throw them in the chat. I will read them. I will take them. Wish we had like music or something like that. No one's like talking right now, so I need like some ending music to sign y'all off on. But what questions did we go over today? What did I drop in the custom GPT that you guys have questions with? What setup questions do you guys have? I know we have some questions. Everyone's just like a little bit nervous to type in the chat, I guess. Or did everybody just understand it and this is super helpful? If this was super helpful, give me a 1 in the chat. I want to hear it. Is everybody just asleep? We're shoveling the driveway. Oh, Rich, great to see you, man. Oh, Adam, it was so awesome having you on here, man. Mark, thank you. Sandy just loved it. Just have to process it all. Well, that's the thing, Sandy. See, that's perfect. Thank you for commenting. That's all I need is just a couple comments to go off of, right, guys? So here's the thing. Here's how you process it. Make one goal for yourself. If you're like, Dan, I can't do 3 blogs a week, then do 1. Go over to this custom GPT right now. Go type in one topic that your clients asked you about or that you've been wondering about or that might help you. And don't go, oh, that's way too deep right now or that's way too broad. Nope, doesn't matter. Go up right now. Go get one done. That's the only thing that you need to process is getting the work done will make you start realize, is there an easier way to do this? This worked really well. Now, One thing we didn't talk about, if you're on this call, this is going to be like a highlight that I'm going to try to highlight every single time we're on these calls is your best source of knowledge and data is your own analytics. So if you do not have your Google Search Console or your GA4 Google Analytics set up, please do that for yourself. You will be able to see what is happening with your website. How are you winning? What are you winning on? And push against that. I just talked to a client this morning, a coaching client, and he said to me, he goes, Dan, we have so many Google reviews. This is absolutely amazing. And I said, well, where are they coming on Google? He goes, well, I couldn't tell you. I go, is it your Google My Business page or is it like blogs or is it pages? What's going on? He goes, I couldn't tell you. And I said, that's the biggest issue we have now is that you should be excited you have all these leads, but we should be doubling and tripling down on wherever they're coming from. So you need to understand where your business is going. As much as we have this amazing thing with a website and being the main street of our business online that lives 24/7, we also need to treat it like that. So we need to understand who's seeing our business online, who's actually interacting, where are they finding us, how are they finding us. So I'm sure we'll do more of that. Sandy, is this monthly series or only supposed to be 30 minutes? Yes, I know. It is very hard to get everything done in 30 minutes. I will say going forward, we may be open to 45 minutes. This is going to be a monthly thing. So make sure to come back. It will be monthly. Sierra will have my big old face on your screens, and I am open to more time too. So if everyone feels like there's more that you'd like to see, maybe send some feedback to Sierra. Let them know. I'm always down to talk about this stuff. So I'm down to do 45 minutes to an hour in the future, but I only really want to do it if y'all had fun today, if you guys are enjoying this, because I don't want to just sit up and chat with you guys if you guys aren't having fun. So if you're having fun, please let Sierra know. Please let the team at Sierra know that this was helpful. Please let me know. You can follow me at it's at Dan the Realtor on Instagram. Send me a message on there if this was helpful. I can't wait to jump on with you guys next month and talk about Hub and Spoke. But for now, scroll back up there or find it tomorrow. Grab that download, grab the ChatGPT custom GPT, and go from there. I can't wait to see everybody. Do you incorporate any video into this, or are you strictly using text? I do video. This is a great question. I don't do a ton of YouTube myself, but any of the YouTube that we have, we will embed them on there, and we will also embed our Instagram videos. So we like to do a blog post on any of the listings, and we haven't done it in a couple listings. We have to get back to it, but we'll put our listing video on there because usually with Instagram kind of ranking and Instagram kind of showing a lot of good content. I always kind of play that card that the more you can kind of link together, the better. So we've been doing that, and what I would say is just look up the embedding piece on YouTube or Instagram or Facebook, and you can put it right on the page, and it works really well. So I think video, if you can add video at any point, Google loves it. Google loves its own product, so if it's YouTube, they'll even love it more. So I think that just it's one of those things where you play with it, but if you have a good blog, just remember that you don't want to mess with it too much. So right from the get-go, you want to have a good setup and you want to have the right information in there. So if you have a video, embed it. It works really great. But anyways, yes, more for the future. I hope that everyone had an awesome time today. I hope that you learned something that you can take away and run with. If you have anyone that missed this today, make sure to check out the replay that's going to be up on the site. Super excited to see y'all on here. I really appreciate your time. We'll see you soon.